A lot of people are worried that the next supply is going to get it better. In reality, they do. They get better gaslighting, better manipulation, typically better lies, really good future faking because it keeps them a little bit longer. A lot of times they bring a lot of different stuff to the table, and typically what they do is they try to learn everything they can from you, so when they go to the next relationship, they can apply everything there to be able to keep that person longer. And really, in reality, the narcissist is just trying to extend their stay in your life, or they're trying to leave the door open so they can keep you on tap. That's all it is. They want that control. So a lot of times people think the next supply is going to get it better, and they're like, I don't really want to give up on them. I don't really want to, have that happen. And honestly, when a lot of times they're thinking through that, they can't bear to see that happen. And when it's actually coming down to it, a lot of times it's like if they go to that person, it doesn't look good, they don't make as much money, they're not as well off, they're really like a step below me. Like if they go to that person, what does that mean about me? Does that mean that I'm not good enough? Because they told me that. Does that mean that I wasn't enough for him? That I wasn't enough for her to stay? Because that's what she told me. And these thoughts go through people's minds time and time again that, yeah, there's an aspect of the better version, but what does that better version actually communicate to the other person? The concept, the thought of them going to someone else that is a better version ultimately comes back to yourself of maybe I'm not good enough. And that's why we say go no contact. And that's why we say work on your healing and work on your growth. Because in reality, you are good enough. But the story that you're telling yourself is going to keep you locked, is going to keep you beaten down, is going to keep you in this loop that you're going to keep going through time and time again, wondering what's right, what's true. Because you're viewing it as being like that is your worth. No one can define your worth. And that's the problem, is a lot of times people look at narcissistic relationships and they're like, it just made me feel so bad because of how he treated me, because how she acted towards me, and they feel like they have no self-confidence and no worth anymore because it's been beaten down and taken out of them. I get that. But when it comes down to it, you can't have someone define your worth. They can tell you, and then it's your choice to be able to believe it or not. But they don't define it.